There it goes. Hey guys, my name is Nod Lammers of Invoked 101. Welcome back. I'm still slightly under the weather, as you guys know if you watched my recent live stream. I did that. Also, I cut all my hair off. I got tired of pushing all my hair back, so I cut off a bunch of my hair. And yeah, ignore if I'm looking over here. My monitor is over here, but my camera is right there. I'm using my webcam right now that I use for remote duels to film this. So I'm just because it was easier to set up, and Angel of Alchemy is borrowing the other camera to do another video, a return video. So I'm really excited for that one. Hopefully the audio is coming through this microphone. I hope it is. If it's not, then I very much apologize for the quality. But because I know this is not the standard quality video that you guys are used to. This is definitely lower grade, and I'm really sorry about that. But something I wanted to talk about today, I'm going to move this, just because this is kind of in my way of my arms, and I talk with my hands a lot. So, something I wanted to talk about today was finding a deck, and I think I've done a few of these videos where I was like, oh my god, I don't know what deck I want to play, blah, 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 blah. And I've definitely mentioned it in videos before that, I just don't know what deck I want to use. And, I've been playing a lot of different stuff right now. I've been trying out a lot of different things. Like right now on my desk right here is, of course, you have Invoked. There's Invoked stuff, but there's also the Dogmatica package. Because last night, thanks to my boy James, I got a Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. So now I can play this bad card instead of the other bad card. And hopefully do a little better. I'll have the Fusion Destiny package. But yeah, so right now I'm looking at Dogmatica Invoked DPE. I'm looking at that right now. But I also wanted to maybe try going back into Eldritch and trying out that. But I have no clue how that works. And last night at the Case tournament, I went 3-2. So I won 3 games. I won 2 games and got a bye with Speederoids. I lost 2 games. The 2 games I lost was against Phantom Knights. And mainly because game 1 I misplayed very hard. I had a Wind Pegasus in the grave and I just didn't use it. That was terrible. And then game 2, I just bricked outright, which really, really sucked. And then my other matchup was against Sword Soul Tenyi, which that is one heck of a deck. Oh my gosh. But anyways, yeah, I played Speedroids just trying to try that out because I've seen people in the Speedroid group and they're talking about how good they're doing. But from what I've seen, a lot of time they do good. It's against Flunderies, which I think is interesting. That Speedroids does have a good Flunderies matchup. So I guess if your locals has a lot of that, play that. But for me, right now, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong with Speedroids or what, but it's just not working out. So I've been trying out a few different things. I played Phantom Knights for a little bit, and I enjoyed that, which Phantom Knights is definitely on the upper end of what I would be okay with playing because it is more close to a meta deck, and I'm definitely more of a rogue player, at least in my opinion. And just trying to pick something that works. Like, Evil Twin was something that I was like, okay, that's what I'm going to play. It doesn't lose the D barrier, it doesn't do this, it doesn't do that. And then I learned that people were just playing Scythe instead with DPE, and I was like, well, okay, well, now Evil Twin just outright loses because they don't have anything that can get around Scythe unless you Droplets or Chalice it, which Evil Twins does have the room to play both. If you're just playing the either 2 Chalice, 2 Droplet, or 3 Chalice, 3 Droplet, it has the room for that. But it's one of those things that I've been struggling with is just finding what I want to play. I even considered playing Amazement Eldritch because it doesn't lose the Scythe, but at the same time, it's not that great, and that's been my issue that I've been having, at least with the current format, because not only is Sword Soul expensive, because it's really expensive for what it is, especially now that we know about the Albaz structure deck and people bought up those Ecclesias and those went to the sky, and so did Aluber. But it's all the stuff that goes into it, and everything right now is pretty pricey. The game is at one of its most expensive points in my history, at least. Because I remember when Lynx came out, Goki was pretty cheap. As far as that went, Striker. Well, Striker was expensive when that came out too, but it wasn't bad. The rest of the deck wasn't terrible, but Engage was $90-$80 a piece, which, if you're playing meta, you have to understand that that's part of the deck. But whenever it comes to the current meta decks, the I think Phantom Knight might be the cheapest pickup, and I already have most of it because Mio already has most of it, Angel of Alchemy, and that was the deck I was playing for a little bit. But like, it just doesn't feel quite like what I want to play, if that makes sense. So it's really coming down to just me figuring out what I want, and currently I do want to try switching back to Invoke to see how that feels. Thanks to my homie Gara of Benton 10, he did say that, like, because me and him have been planning going to a couple different things and setting up some stuff. He has Pots of Prosperity. He said I could borrow them because he's not going to be using them in the deck that he's picking up or switching to. So I'll be able to actually test out the Dogmatica Invoke DPE deck with Prosperities, which is pretty cool and very nice of him to do because those are some very expensive cards. But on top of that, something that has been going on in our local area, and this is just like kind of hurt the morale in general, and I'm not going to dwell too much on this other than like just explaining a little bit of what was happening. So our, if you recall, we did a video, me and Angel of Alchemy did a video called Our Last Locals, and that was the last in-person tournament, not last in-person tournament, but the last hosted tournament by our OTS, and that really sucked. So me, a mutual friend of myself and James, who, like I've said, I've mentioned on the channel, including in this video or at the DPE, decided we were going to start hosting our own. The middle guy, the mutual friend, he got us OTS status. He found us a spot to use every weekend, and that was really cool. Or at least, and I do believe that he got OTS status because he had the KTS program and everything. It was all set up. But he had a problem where, like, he just wasn't happy with the amount of people showing up, and it wasn't an insubstantial amount. We got 8 people every week, and there was at least new people every week as well. So I thought we were doing good. He didn't see it that way, and then he decided to switch it to Tuesdays because he wanted to switch it to monthly, and a lot of the players didn't like that, so we were trying to find another day. And then he switched it to Tuesday for weekly, and then he said he was suspending OTS status. It was a whole deal. And it really hurt the morale of the area to lose a second spot to play. So a lot of the people in the area, I know I had a buddy, Tyler, friend of the channel, he ended up quitting. He sold all his stuff. I actually lent him a deck yesterday at the case tournament because he just didn't have anything. So, but yeah, like, it's definitely been a struggle right now to continue to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or just try to find a spot to play it. The Discord, the Invoke 101 Discord link below, that helps keep me going at least. And I know I'm kind of rambling a little bit right now, just talking about like what deck to play, and this kind of went in a whole different area. But like, losing your locals really does put into perspective like picking a deck, at least in my opinion, because like I've been trying to figure out like, because when we had our own locals, I knew, oh, okay, well, this guy's going, they're playing this, that, and this. So I'll play this because that has good matchups against that. When you're going like wherever, you know, like I went to that case tournament, I had no clue what to pick, and I just picked Speedroids because I know I never have a bad time playing it. I was like, okay, well, at least I'll have like an enjoyable moment playing this deck. So, I don't know. I'm definitely probably going to try out the Invoke Dogmatica thing. But like, as far as rogue decks go, for players either starting or getting back into it, there's not a lot of options. Like, Eldritch is an option. Geist, I guess, is an option. I know it's not the cheapest thing, especially because Prosperity exists, and Geist really wants to play Prosperity. But right now, there's just not a lot. And I'm at the point where I'm like, could I just play Invoked Eldritch with the DPE and see what happens? Would that be, like, just as good? Because as long as you make DPE, like, I almost don't feel like you need the extravagances or the prosperities in that deck. Like, yeah, you can use both, but, like, I feel like you can get around it. But yeah, just thinking about what like, there's not a lot of options. And because, like I said, I thought about playing Amazement Eldritch, thought about Evil Twin, which, honestly, I might just, like, force myself to play Evil Twin because that deck is really strong. It is really good. You go first. It's really nice. It can out DPEs. It can out a bunch of stuff. There's a lot of quick effects to it. And they have options to spin stuff back into the deck, which is really, really nice. It is a really cool strategy. On top of that, they can also just straight up steal DPE and link it away with Econ and then get advantage off that, which is really nice. So that might be something that I look into and probably will try to make myself settle on, is just sticking with Evil Twins, especially since I got a deck box that'll look really nice with them. But yeah, I guess let me know if you guys enjoy this kind of more ramble style video. I'm trying to do more. I want to get back into the groove of filming stuff, but like I also don't want to just be deck profiles anymore. I do want to start doing live duels again. That is something I would really like to do, and I might get with Gara and Combo Cody and Angel of Alchemy to start doing live duels where me and Gara maybe do some more competitive stuff, and me and Angel of Alchemy do like our, because I have enough decks to host a regional. I have enough decks, and between me and Angel of Alchemy, we have enough mats almost to host our own regional and provide everyone with stuff. So I would like to use some of those decks. So maybe some of the more different decks that Gara has, I can use some more competitive stuff, and then me and Mio can play like what we have, which is like Math Mech and Medolce and Naturia and all the weird stuff that we have, Ritual Beast that we just have packed away in the boxes like over here. Like there's a bunch of stuff in this, so maybe we'll get to that. But yeah, let me know what you thought about this. And let me know if you have a deck recommendation, because like I have everything now. I have DPE, I have everything else. Any card I could really use that's like a new staple or a new tech choice, I have. Like, so let me know if there's something that you think I'm missing, or if there's a deck that you think I would enjoy that's like more roguish, but is good in this meta. Let me know down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully we'll get some more stuff up soon.